Today's video will be a story time. This is part 2 to the time that I had something going on with my married manager. Before I get into that, if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below, because why not? While you're at it, go ahead and hit that bell, because don't you want to know when I post new videos? Also, go ahead and stay in tune with me on my social media. They'll be popping up on the screen right over here. Now that we are done with that, let's go ahead and get into the video. So I left off the video talking about how my aunties had came up to Five Guys. They ended up like chasing freaking Kayla around freaking Walmart. The cops came and yeah. Before I get started, I'm gonna go ahead and just remind you guys, in case you guys forgot who is who. So Jerry is my coworker at this point. He is my father's age. Okay, and his wife's name is Kayla. Also, Alex is an old coworker because she had quit, and she's also a friend, and she basically went through the same thing with Kayla. So one day after I had quit, I would still go up to Five Guys, not really like often, but I tried to go there every once in a while because I still was cool with everybody up there. So I went up to Five Guys one day and Jerry was there. I only went there on days that I knew Jerry had work, because after I had quit, I know some of the new managers, but he's the only manager that like I'm cool with and stuff. So I went up there, Jerry was there, and Jerry had just got a new phone. So he had always had Android, and now he has an iPhone. So literally, like, this is how this whole transaction went. You know, when you get a phone and you're like, bro, I got a new phone, like, here's my number, like me, and like, it honestly, that's how it went. Like, you know when you get a new phone and you see somebody that you know had your number, you're like, bro, I got a new phone, like, got a new number, all of that, like me, and type stuff. That's literally how it went. Like, it wasn't no extra stuff, wasn't no extra conversation. It was literally like, I got a new phone, here's my new number. Bro, that was just freaky. Y'all know when you home alone, all of a sudden, you hear all these random ass noises all the time. It be blowing me. Anyway, back to the video, right? So I had Jerry was giving me his number, but he didn't know his new number yet. So he called me in order for me to save his number. So that was it for that day. Like, I was up there for a minute. We was all talking. I saw Jerry, I saw Ebony, I saw, you know, a few of my old coworkers that I still talk to all the time and I still love. So the next day, I get a call, and I don't know if I should say his name, but I don't think he'll care. So the next day, I was at Chris' house, and me and Chris were watching movies and stuff, and all of a sudden, like, my phone just starts blowing up. So I got one call, and then it hung up. So it was from Jerry's phone. So I texted, like, hey, did you mean to call? A few minutes later, I get a call from Jerry's phone, and it's actually Kayla. And so basically, Kayla's like, oh, I knew it was you. Like, why do you have his phone? This is the new number. How'd you even get this number? I knew y'all was effing around, blah, blah, blah. So me and Kayla were like going back and forth for a minute. I hung up. She kept calling. I answered a few times, saying the same thing. Well, she was saying the same thing. Kept telling her, like, bro, like, nothing's going on. Stop calling me. I hung up. Then she called again, and Chris answered the phone. And he's like, hello. And she's just like, who is this? Is this Essence guy? And he's like, yeah, how can I help you, or something like that. And she's like, oh, I'm calling because Essence number is in my man's phone, and this is the new number. There's no reason for them to have each other's number, and they've been messing around and this and that. And Chris hung up because he had answered the phone to, like, you know, get her to stop talking. But honestly, like, the situation is so annoying, and Chris knows about the whole situation, so it was so annoying that he got tired of hearing about it, and he just hung up. Like, honestly, neither one of us cares as much. Alright guys, so I know I look an absolute mess. I just got home from work, but I'm editing the video real quick, and I forgot to add in there that Chris has been a Five Guys several times without me. And so the most recent time that he went without me, I think he told me, like, when he went up there, Kayla was there, and she was acting a straight fool. I think he said that she was actually inside of Five Guys, and like she was yelling at Jerry, just going off. So not only does Chris know the whole situation with me and Kayla, but he's also seen her in her little episodes that I wasn't even involved in at all. So I thought that was important to add in there. Okay. Like, just leave me alone. So then we had turned my phone on like silent or whatever because we were tired of hearing it. And I can't do anything on my phone because she's calling me back to back to back. If she calls and I let her ring, she will sit there the entire ring and keep calling me. If she calls and I decline it, then she just keeps calling. Like, there was no getting around it. So finally I answered the phone and just basically saying the same thing. And so I hung up and I text her. And the whole time, Jerry's in the same room as her. So while she's like trying to like, argue with me, she's arguing with Jerry. So I hang up and I text her and I'm just like, there's nothing going on with me. I'll put the screenshot up, but I basically told her like there's nothing going on with me and Jerry. There never was. And I told her like, you all need counseling. Like, this is not healthy, this is sick. So I said that and she called back, and this time like she, you know, was calm. She wasn't cursing, none of that. She's just like, I'm not calling on no BS. Don't hang up on me. I just honestly want to talk because, you know, I'm just so sick of going through this and that. And at this point, like, I felt like she was trying to get me to like trust her and tell her something that wasn't true. Because then she like brings up Alex and she's like, you know, I talked to Alex and Alex basically confessed to, you know, doing whatever. And like I said in the last video, I was not around 24/7, but I really don't think they did anything. But that had nothing to do with me, honestly. If they did do something, guess what? That's his body and her body. I really don't care. You do what you do. But if you're gonna do your dirt, do it right, and that's that. If they didn't do it, then guess what? They've been telling you that the whole time. Like, they've been telling you that they weren't doing anything. So you're doing all of this for what? You know, I'm not trying to make an argument for anybody because I really don't know what's going on. I really don't care. Either way it go, what they got going on as far as that has nothing to do with me. I don't look at them any different for that. Only because it's not my business and don't affect me. Period. So, then she's just like, we've been married for 21 years, going on 22. I'm just sick of going through this. I just want to know the truth. And I just told her, like, you know, I respect your marriage. I honestly do. But this had nothing to do with me. Like, this is between you and your husband. I have nothing to do with it. Me and Jerry has never had anything going on. He's never tried anything with me. I've never tried anything with him. She kept saying like the way we act with each other. And I will be real with you. I'm a very flirtatious person. I know that I am. It's not on purpose. It's, you know, it's just who I am, honestly. My mom was the exact same way. And if you don't like it, then don't be around me. And if you know, if it doesn't affect you, then great, come hang around me because I'm a very fun person. Me and Jerry never intentionally flirted with each other. And he never did anything that I felt uncomfortable with, and vice versa. So I don't ever see myself flirting with him. I will say that I am a flirtatious person. So if you're looking from the outside and you weren't actually like in our face, then maybe, you know, maybe she saw something that I just didn't see. However, being me or being Jerry or just being someone who was around me and Jerry and saw how we interacted with each other, there was nothing ever going on, and I don't see how you could confuse that. I would go to Walmart and get like packs of monsters because I used to bring me like one little single monster for me, and then Jerry, I found out that Jerry likes drinking them too, and Jerry drinks them like every day. I drank them because I had a lot of like hard classes. I'm in a lot of like AP and dual credit classes and stuff this year and last year, and we didn't get off till like 11:30 sometimes even 12 at night. So I would drink those to keep me up so I can, you know, be, you know, good at work and be good at school. So once I realized that Jerry drank them too, I started bringing actual cases and not just like the single ones. So she would see me at Walmart like getting monsters, and she would be like, oh, like she would call him like, oh, your girlfriend here buying you monsters and stuff. And like, first off, I never saw her. So when one day I went to work and Jerry was like, you was at Walmart, and I was like, yeah. I was like, how you know that? He was like, Kayla saw you. Like, that is just scary, bro. I never saw Kayla anywhere around in Walmart. So the fact that you saw me in Walmart and you know what I was buying, that is just freaking weird. Like, you're weird. You're mad freaking weird. So let's just add in there, every time I went to Walmart, for Jerry, even though I drunk the monsters too. But I will say that Jerry drunk them more than me, and that's the reason why I started bringing the cases. So if you want to say that I went to go get them for Jerry, that's perfectly fine. However, I always texted somebody that I knew was on the shift, or I would call in and say like, hey, I'm stopping at the store. Does anybody want something? So it was never a, oh yeah, I'm going to the store just for Jerry, because I always, made sure like everybody was good. So I don't want to hear that at all. So if Kayla wants to, use that as an excuse, she can use that, because, she can use that, but at the end of the day, you don't know what I do. But anyway, after that night, I got another text basically saying like, lose my number, I'm gonna lose yours, this and that, blah, blah, blah. That's perfectly fine. I never called Jerry or texted Jerry, so it really didn't matter. However, like we didn't work together anymore, so we didn't see each other as much. So us having that option to call or text and check up on each other didn't bother me. It was cool to me because, like I said, I looked at Jerry, Vaughn, Juwan, and Lorenzo all as like family. So, it didn't bother me having each other's number or whatever. The next couple of days, she called me again from Jerry's phone, and it's basically saying, did Jerry call you? Because I found your number in his phone again. And I told her, Jerry has not called me. She's like, well, I asked you to delete his number and you start answering it. And I'm just like, regardless, I'm going to answer it. I answer all numbers unless I know it's a spam, or if I keep getting like them Florida calls, Texas calls, then I won't answer those. But if I don't like have any suspicion of it being a spam, then I'm going to answer it regardless. So whether I have a number saved or not does not change anything, for one. For two, notice how I have not called him. It's always a call I'm receiving. So regardless of whether I have a number or not, I don't call the man. So don't worry about what's going on in my phone. Worry about what's going on in your man's phone or in your freaking house. Because the only calls that I've gotten is from you. He has yet to use my number himself. Every time I get a call from this number, it's either you or it's him because you made him call me. So I'm confused. So after that, we hung up, and that's the last that I've heard of either of them. I don't have an issue with Jerry. I'm annoyed because I just feel like she was like, I don't know if I said this, but she was basically going on about how like they've been married for 21 going on 22 years, and I just feel like if I've been married for someone for that long, and I don't know how long, she's been thinking that he's been dipping out on her, but I've witnessed her with both me and Alex feel like she was being cheated on for 2 years now. So this is just me witnessing 2 years out of 21, 22. If I think that something's going on for this long, and this thought has yet to leave my mind, and I am so convinced that I'm willing to confront these females about it, why are you still there? But then on the other hand, if I'm married for 21 going on 22 years, and my wife still thinks that I'm doing stuff that I'm not doing, why am I still there? So honestly, that nothing makes sense. This whole situation is so dumb. None of it makes sense. I'm so confused. Like, it's just so stupid. And then she kept referring to me and Alex as minors, which neither one of us are minors. Let's state that. But let's also state the fact that if you're gonna call your husband dumb for messing or for being cool with minors, then call yourself dumb for confronting a minor. Call yourself dumb for blowing up minors' phones. Call yourself dumb for tasing a minor. Call yourself dumb for hitting a minor with your car. Call yourself dumb for standing outside of a minor's job and telling her, oh, I have something for you, come outside, I got something for you. Because if we're going to say someone's dumb, let's just lay all the cards on the table. However, that is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this little story time. I hope it was as funny for you as it has been for me to live it. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Check out my description box for my discount codes as always. Please comment down below some different topics or contents you guys want to see from me, or you can DM me on my social media. And yeah, so thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys next time.
I guess